Hi there, welcome to another random room. Today we are in war15, if you hadn't guessed from the looks of this room. And the level is KOL, and we're in Once West. And we have an army on this side and an army on this side. We're starting from here. It's just a floor mosaic. There is a power token down here, which will let us activate the fegundos. Otherwise, there's a whole lot of monsters down here, so as long as the fegundos can avoid blowing each other up, it's probably not that hard. But let's take a look. It's like actually the scores are. So I've currently got the record for this with 99. So this come down from 225, 131, 26, 99. So yeah, let's get started. So yeah, obviously we want to get the fegundos acted as fast as possible. We do have some clones up here too, which will help. So the tricky thing actually is going to be, like, all these things are static. We have the slayers, well, most of these things are static. The rock giants are trapped for the most part. But we do need to come down and I think it's faster to kill some things yourself. So we're just going to move down. Actually, are we going to move down or are we going to... we can use our clones to distract various things. The trouble is the slayers have their hooks in the way. So we can, a turn now, I can start getting rid of some of the swords. I want to avoid, yeah, the trouble is it's like impossible to avoid blowing up fegundos on each other. We do have some mimics that are going to help. And you can see that I've lost a lot of fegundo, so actually I want to keep going down. And maybe I should have even left this guy up here to make the quick exit. No, we need to be heading down. So, as a first attempt, this is... yeah, there's lots of things to look at, and... wait. use the clones to set up a situation where everyone's traveling in the right direction. I've left these guys down here.
My name is Beatrow.
So we can do. Okay, so that's a 153. Isn't too bad. Let's see if we can't do something better. So I'm going to leave you here actually. And so we do just need to come down through the top. And as long as we don't, as long as we have enough moves saved up, that if fegundos don't explode on each other, yeah, if we can keep some mimics alive as well, that would be nice. Okay, Slayer's actually moving is good because they're going to get caught on wait, what happened? Oh, you're in the way of okay. The problem is I want to avoid. Yeah, okay, I think I need to turn this way perhaps. The problem with like this sort of room is I'm looking in lots of different spots at once, and so I'm not really explaining things because I'm just looking in various places and seeing, like I'm focusing on find one fegundo that can do something useful and pick someone to move. So I want to try and kill these two. So we'll stay here. And this guy's doing some good work here, but the rest of these aren't. So let's go around this way. Can we do that? Also, I've got to be careful not to leave the room. That would be awkward.
Slaying time.
Um, let's send shift on just in case. So the ones on the bottom are no good. They need to be moving sideways now. So now, like, just clear these up. That's good. We want to go south to clear these out. Oh, except this explodes first, which destroys that. So in fact, we want to go south now. Go north to get rid of some slayers. So this isn't too bad. Perhaps I could be... I mean, I could have been using the mimics a bit more. Also, what's happening up here? Ooh, I wasn't paying attention to that. We still got mimics in the middle. Oh, no, not mimics, golems in the middle. One left. And it's a bad spot. Okay, so this is a 137. Alright, we'll have one more go, and then I think we'll look at the demos, because this is just... Yeah, I mean, it's just essentially really random. What we want to do is, yeah, get some mimics down. Oh, so I just had a bunch of explosions. Okay, so let's... Alright, now we've got our mimics sorted. Well, the mimics are saved, more or less. No, we need to save you. Okay, that's the problem over here, so let's turn back that way. Maybe we'll keep coming south now. Oh, you're in trouble. This is a problem, so let's... Yeah, I think I'm worrying about the slides. I don't think I need to worry about the slides, just as long as the Gundos can get around them. More mimics down the bottom is more helpful than not, I think. Actually, what I could do is come down here. That's pretty good. Although, I mean, I have no idea how I got that 99. Oh, you're on a hot tile, so let's pop off the hot tile.
This maneuver I've seen before. Cut me if you can.
Up. This way. Good. So, north? Do we have a north? I don't think we have a north.
What? You got food? Wait, I'm starving.
There we go. 115. So slowly getting down. Yeah, I think you just keep trying different things. You've got different tactics. Mimics help. I mean, maybe it makes sense for this guy to come down and then one of these to come over to the exit. As is, he's here already. And I did have trouble getting stuff cleared over here, so... Anyway, let's take a look, because otherwise I'm going to be here all day. Where am I? I'm looking for the demos. Okay. Alright, so we've got the history. Tana was first through with a 225. I guess, yeah, if you're in here, you're safe. And it just does make the room pretty simple. Although we're not perfectly safe from the slaters, they'll come find you. But it is pretty easy to clear everything up. And we're just heading to the other exit. That's all good. That is actually another point. You could come to one of these exits. This guy comes down, you've got room over here. Of course, yeah, with the warholds use master walls as just walls. And when you're going for a score, you do need to be careful to avoid stepping into there. Fortunately, you can sort of just ignore them, this one, because you don't need to go near it if you don't want to. The mimics will obey the wall, and fegundos obey the wall. Alright, let's go down to a 131, so this is getting into speedy territory. This is also... Wait, did I pick the right one? I did pick the right one. So this is also going and stepping on that yourself. Yeah, the thing is the mimics can also activate it, so all you need to do is send the one who's up here down. So yeah, fegundos are cleaning everything up. Top guys are taking care of the golems, and then yeah, it's tidying up at the end. That's nice. So the 126. Yeah, so here, yeah, Mimic's activating the... Yeah, actually sending that over there, it sort of spends however many turns. So it does... That 131's actually pretty good. Okay, so fegundos have wiped out the... Yeah, so here I think we're using the fegundos for everything. Oh, yeah, we're keeping this clone down here active so that the rock giants and the golems stay south. Okay, so my 99 is, yeah, this one. So let's see what I did. So I did start with, yeah, getting one of these guys down. Don't think I'm worrying too much about mimic safety. Still have one. Yeah, let's go back a bit. So actually getting the slaves to move is good, because especially if they turn, like there's a spot here. Nice spot here for, yeah, if we're going to just step in. Is that what happens? That is what happens. And that's also kind of lucky due to the order of the fegundos exploding. Okay, that's actually pretty good. I'm using the hot tiles. Like, I'm getting one layer of golems on the hot tiles, and then the second layer can form behind them. And now, and we're just sort of looking every which way. And yeah, fastest to kill those final two with the Mimic than waiting for Fegundo to get into place. And we can leave on the 99. And I'm tabbing around to the right one and leaving. Yeah. Very chaotic room. Yeah, and I mean, yeah. There's probably more moves to be taken off, but yeah. It's just going to take a lot of trying. Getting a bit lucky. But yeah, the important things are activating this with the Mimic, making use of the hot tiles where you can, and I think coming down and disrupting the Slayer's formation is important. Because before that, like when they're all got their hooks in front of them, they're sort of protected from the northward assault by the Fegundos. And the Fegundos just sort of, when one layer explodes, the next layer is just going to blow them up, and you sort of end up losing a bunch. Yeah, anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.